Hey, what's going on? It's Dave with Everyman Driver, and today I'm looking at something a little bit different. Normally, of course, it's cars, trucks, and SUVs, but today I've got an EV, an electric vehicle, 4 wheels, no steering wheel. This is the MEEPO Go electric skateboard. And if you've been curious about electric skateboards but weren't sure where to start, this one looks like it's trying to strike a balance between performance, comfort, and everyday usability. Let's take a walk around it, check out some of the features, and see if this looks like something you'd actually want to ride. And yes, it's for beginners. Right away, this doesn't feel like a toy, even though it looks like one. It has a clean, premium appearance, and the first thing I noticed is the bamboo deck. Instead of using a traditional all-maple skateboard deck, MEEPO combines bamboo with fiberglass, which should provide a little more flex and absorbs bumps better than a stiff board. If you're planning to spend 20 or 30 minutes riding at a time, that extra flexibility can make a noticeable difference in your comfort. This deck is also wide enough that I don't feel cramped standing on it. I'm about 5'11", about 200 pounds. Now, whether you have larger feet or just like a more stable stance, there is plenty of room. Now let's flip this over because this is where the fun begins. Unlike many entry-level electric skateboards, this one uses hub motors inside the wheels. The MEEPO Go uses dual belt-driven motors. Each one produces 1,500 watts, so combined, 3,000 watts. MEEPO says that's enough for a top speed of around 28 miles an hour and the ability to climb up to 30%. Now, I don't know about you, but 28 miles an hour standing on a skateboard sounds pretty serious. I'm over 50. Maybe if I was a teenager. Now, the advantage of a belt-driven system is stronger acceleration, better hill climbing, and the ability to swap to different wheel sizes down the road. Word is you'll hear a little more motor noise with the hub motors, but many experienced riders say they actually prefer the belt drive because of the smoother power delivery. Moving underneath now, here's the battery enclosure. The MEEPO Go uses a 324 watt-hour battery, and the company says they estimate 20 miles of range on a full charge. Charging takes about 3 hours with the included charger. Of course, range will always depend on several factors, just like an EV, and that can be your weight, how fast you're going, how many hills you climb, and even the temperature outside. If you're simply cruising bike paths or commuting around town, maybe in your neighborhood, you'll probably get closer to that advertised number than if you're just riding flat out everywhere. One thing I like seeing is the truck setup. MEEPO uses 45-degree reverse kingpin trucks, which are designed to feel more stable at speeds than the more common 50-degree design. That means this board should inspire a little more confidence once you start riding faster. The wheels are 90mm polyurethane, which should handle pavement, sidewalks, and bike paths pretty well. Obviously, this isn't an all-terrain board, no off-roading here. You're not taking this through dirt trails or rocky terrain. If you do, not for very long. But for smooth streets, pathways that are paved, it works pretty well. Now let's check out this remote. This is something you'll be looking at every ride. The display is large, easy to read, showing your battery level, ride mode, and speed settings. There are 5 riding modes, so beginners don't have to jump right into the maximum power. I like and recommend starting in the slowest mode until you get comfortable. The remote also lets you customize the braking strength and the acceleration, which is a nice feature because not everybody wants the same throttle response. So who is this MEEPO Go really built for? I think there are a few different buyers out there. Maybe you're a college student commuting across campus. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe you're replacing short car trips around town, especially if you're in an urban area like downtown Portland, Oregon, for example. Or maybe you simply miss skateboarding but don't necessarily want to push uphill anymore. One thing I also appreciate is that this board supports riders up to 330 pounds, which opens it up to a much wider audience than many electric skateboards on the market today. So overall, my impression is very positive. The MEEPO Go looks thoughtfully designed. I love this handle right here. Offers strong performance on paper, including a flexible bamboo deck for the comfort, and gives riders features like customizable ride modes, belt-driven power, and respectable range without moving into the premium price category. Well, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much for watching this review and demo of the MEEPO Go Skateboard. If you have any experience riding one yourself, let me know in the comment section below. I'll also include a link to this skateboard, so if you want to buy one, you can do that. Until next time, I'm Dave. Adios.